What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main.
Hi, welcome to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. This week we're going to be opening up an Orphan barrel bottle. They've been pretty quiet for a while, so this is the first new release from them in a while. If you're not familiar with Orphan barrel, came out years ago. Started finding old barrels and releasing them that way was kind of their shtick. Well, I think those barrels are getting harder and harder to find now because there's not as many Orphan barrels come out, but they had some great ones. The Barterhouse, Rhetoric, they had some really nice stuff. So excited to try this one. So if you remember the video a few weeks ago of the George Dickel Bottled-in-Bond, me and my good friend here, Mr. Don Williams, the Bourbon Fool, have been obsessed with it. It's been our go-to here for the last 2 weeks, of stuff.
And if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch.
You gotta check the video out. And anyway, so it turns out, not only is this a cool Orphan barrel bottle, it's also from the George Dickel Distillery. So that's a 13-year. This is a 16-year-old. So I've got pretty high hopes, Don. What do you know about it, buddy?
Well, you know, a couple interesting things. It says it's distilled at Cascade Hollow, which is George Dickel. And the other thing that I didn't know right away, but I do now, is these are all aged in single-story rickhouses.
Okay, all right.
But really, the interesting thing on this one is it's a 16-year-old, and it's 89.8 proof at cask strength.
Wow.
So what that means is it actually lowered in proof during the aging process.
Right. So it's probably on a lower level bottom thing. Yeah, because a lot, if you remember the other video we did on the, I think it was the Luca Mariano, where three of the barrels had gone down in proof and one had gone up in proof, and we determined those probably were lower upper. So this is probably setting down on the bottom. Wow, 89.8 proof for a cask strength is really low.
Right.
So yeah, so should make for smooth, easy drinking, I'm guessing.
You would sure hope so. And 16-year-old, there's a lot of people who say that 16-year-old is beyond the sweet spot. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm willing to give it a try, and based on that last George Dickel Bottled-in-Bond, I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, me too. Well, let's get it open and get it a try. Beautiful bottle, dude. Look at that, man.
Yeah, that label is pretty special, actually.
That's pretty, yeah. It's got a copper still with a snake around there. Oh, pretty neat. Yeah. Let's go ahead and... So you have a favorite Orphan barrel, Don?
You know, I had it. The unfortunate thing is, several that I tried were in a night of heavy drinking, and I can't remember which one I liked the best.
Well, that sounds like another story.
Cheers.
Cheers. So do we know a mash bill on this? Doesn't mean it's the same mash bill as the...
No.
Because I'm not getting that sweetness up front that we got off that 13-year.
But let me tell you what I am getting. I'm getting a lot of char, a lot of oak.
Yeah.
And that's reminiscent of a 16-year-old.
Yes.
It's been in the barrel a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it has kind of an astringent aroma. A lot of ethanol on the top.
Which is unusual for that low of proof.
So it's an interesting whiskey, but by far, I think the 13-year-old that we tried before is head and shoulders over this.
Yes.
Just my opinion.
Me too. Maybe just because I had expectations that it was going to be in the same ballpark, but this is a totally different whiskey than that. It is good. It's a nice drink. Like I said, I think it took a left turn on me that I wasn't expecting.
So it's got some grassy notes. you know, fresh cut hay. There's a lot of floral. But again, to me, it's dominated by the char. But all in all, I'm glad we tried it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, folks, you're probably not going to find one of these.
Yeah, no,
They're pretty rare, so if you want to try it, Charlie's Still on Main is the place.
This is a one bottle order. Is all I could get, and I had to beg for this. It took me a month to get this. So yeah, but I got one bottle. It's good. It's definitely worth checking out here at Charlie's. Just a different drink from the from this Dickel. So
I think the major difference is this is so much sweeter.
yeah. This is all corn forward. This one isn't as corn forward as this one is. So.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I was just expecting more of the same, but a nice whiskey, a nice pour, and I'll enjoy it.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching.
Charlie.